today's video, I have this spring makeup look. This look is totally different than the spring makeup look I last uploaded. That one was like totally bold, electric, and really out there. This one I feel like is a little bit more wearable. It is working with lilacs and kind of pinky tone with the lips, so it's more pretty, more soft, more glowy, and I'm obsessed with it. I actually got inspiration with this photo. Let me get my phone and show you guys. I kind of switched it up and did my own type of vibe, but I saw this girl on Instagram post this picture of her makeup, or I don't know if someone reposted it or whatever it was, but like, how gorgeous is this lilac type of eye? So I was inspired just to work with a lilac. I figured since the last look was so bold, I would kind of work with something a little softer for today, but I'm still really obsessed with it, especially this highlight, because on my skin tone right now, it's pulling very like icy lilac, which is funny because it ties right into the lilac eyes. So I really hope you guys enjoyed this makeup look. If you are interested in checking out a tutorial on how I got it, then keep on watching. So to start off, we're going to prime our face. I'm going to be using this e.l.f. Mineral Face Primer. I love this primer. It is super smooth and makes your foundation go on so flawless. So I had a little bit of breakouts, so I just used this green color correcting stick from Smashbox and applied that and blended it out. Green really works amazing to kind of color correct redness, so I definitely needed that with my breakouts. For foundation, I'm taking the Estee Lauder Double Wear and applying that all over the face. So for concealer, I'm taking the Naked Skin Concealer by Urban Decay in the shade Light Warm, and I love this shade. It's super highlighting, so I'm going to take that underneath the eye and also down the center of my face and blend it out with a damp beauty blender. Of course, I gotta set my makeup, so I'm going ahead and setting it with the Laura Mercier Translucent Loose Setting Powder, and I'm also setting the under eye to prep for the highlighting powder from the Kat Von D Shade and Light Contour Palette. I'm going to take the light banana shade from the middle and just apply that underneath the eyes and also down the center of the face, just to kind of brighten and highlight that area. And then to bronze up the skin, I'm going to take one of my favorite drugstore bronzers ever, and just one of my favorite bronzers in general. This is the NYC Sunny Bronzer, and I am just bronzing up them cheekbones and also along the jawline and then bringing it up to the temple. So I'm popping on this really pretty shimmery pink blush from Wet n Wild. I normally don't go for colors like this, but for spring and for a lilac themed makeup, this color looked so good and I loved it. And then I am contouring my cheekbones, the temples, and along my jawline, and a little bit on the nose with the Kat Von D Shade and Light Contour Palette, and I'm just going to use that middle contour shade. It's a really pretty neutral shade, so not too warm and not too cool.
Star chained to our past, we had closed hearts. We are breaking free.
This highlighter is crucial for this look because on my skin tone, this highlighter turned out such a gorgeous icy lilac shade, so it really tied into the whole lilac theme, which I wasn't even expecting. But I'm obsessed with this highlighter, and it looks so intense on the skin. I did end up wetting it a little bit as well, just to really intensify the highlight, and I loved how it turned out. So I'm just putting it on the cheekbones and also the nose and Cupid's bow. Moving on to the eyes, I have my brows and eyelids already primed. I'm just gonna go ahead and throw in this really nice kind of matte lilac shade in the crease. I'll leave the actual shade names that I used down below, but I just used that nice mauve, but also mixed it in with a baby pink just to create a really like super light transition shade just to throw in the crease. Now we're going to move on to this Stila palette, and I'm going to use that beautiful icy lilac, and I'm just going to really loosely apply this all over the lid and bringing it in a tiny bit into the crease, just kind of applying it very loosely. This is just going to give that lilac undertone base. Next, I am taking the purple in the center row, and I'm just going to take that only on the outer corner. This is just going to add some depth to the eyes and play into the whole purple lilac theme.
Didn't think we were following our hearts. We are breaking free. It's just you and me. We might fall apart.
Next, I'm going to take the 3 dark purple shades in the palette and mix them all together and apply that on the outer corner. Now after I apply the dark shade, I'm going to switch brushes and use a clean brush to blend it out, just so that I can avoid getting too much darkness on the eyes. I wanted these eyes to be super light, so I'm just going to go ahead and blend that out. Again, that just gave some nice depth. Then I'm taking Makeup Geek's new shadow in Pillow Talk, and this shade is so beautiful. It's the most gorgeous icy lilac shade, but I did end up mixing a little bit of the first kind of cooler tone shade in this palette from Stila, and also dusting a little bit of that lilac from the Stila palette right on top of it. So for the lower lash line, we're going to use a combination of all the mauve lilac shades right dusted on the lower lash line, and then I'm going to put the Makeup Geek Pillow Talk right in the kind of center inner corner area. And then I am deepening up the outer edge with some of the darker purple shades from the Stila palette. Then we're going to move on to lining the lid just a little bit to prep for falsies, and also some mascara to prep for falsies. And for falsies today, I use the Koko Misha. And also applying some lower lash mascara. So for the lips, I really wanted to focus on creating a lip that was a nude but had a very strong pink undertone just to really complement the lilacs in this makeup look. So of course I had to line my lips because otherwise the lipstick that I'm gonna use would have looked super pale on my skin tone right now. So I chose to go with Kylie Dolce and just go ahead and line my lips and also fill it in just to kind of deepen up the lip color a tad bit. So Jeffree Star's I'm Nude is such a beautiful, very strong pink toned nude, and it just created the perfect lip for this lilac themed look. I love it so much. And again, using Kylie's Dolce lip liner to kind of deepen the outer edges really just makes this lip color a lot more wearable for someone of my skin tone. Otherwise it would have looked a little bit washed out.